Let me ask you a real question. Why does Bijan Robinson look unstoppable on tape, but feel underwhelming in the box score? Because if you watch the video playing right now, you already know the truth. This isn't a talent issue. This isn't effort. This isn't Bijan not living up to the hype. This is system misuse. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why analysts are quietly split on where Bijan Robinson should rank among fantasy RBs for 2026, and why most of them are missing the real answer. Stay with me because the problem is deeper than fantasy football. Before we talk rankings, we have to expose what's actually holding him back. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Here's the problem no one wants to say out loud. Bijan Robinson is being treated like a normal running back, and he is not normal. Watch the clip again. Look at his patience, look at his balance, look at how defenders don't square him up, they guess. Bijan wins before contact. But the Falcons' offense, it keeps asking him to win after contact. That's the disconnect. They line him up deep, they telegraph runs, they force him into stacked boxes. They remove his leverage. And then fans ask, why doesn't this look explosive every week? Because explosion needs space plus sequencing, not predictability. Let's start getting it wrong. Because the way they rank Bijan for 2026 is based on numbers, not context.
We'll get there. Don't move. Watch how Bijan moves in space. He's not Derrick Henry power.
He's not pure track speed. He's processing speed. Bijan wins on anticipation, leverage, foot violence, late acceleration. That's elite modern RB stuff. But here's the issue. The Falcons' offense rarely creates conflict for defenders. There's no hesitation, no misdirection, no second-level manipulation. So linebackers play downhill, safeties trigger early, angles get tighter, and suddenly, Bijan's elite traits get neutralized. That's not on him, that's on the system. Now keep that in mind, because when analysts debate where Bijan ranks among fantasy RBs for 2026, this exact issue is why opinions are all over the place. And we're about to break that open. Let's talk about the Google question everyone's typing. Where do analysts rank Bijan Robinson among fantasy RBs for 2026, and why? Here's the truth. Some analysts have him top 3. Others, outside the top 7. And the reasoning usually sounds like this: volume uncertainty, touchdown ceiling, offensive philosophy, QB play. All fair points, but they're surface level. Because fantasy rankings are really trust rankings. And right now, people don't trust the Falcons to unlock him. But here's what they're not asking, and this is where the edge is. What happens if the system changes before 2026? Hold that thought. This is where frustration comes in, because players like Bijan don't just come around often. They come around once a decade, and when they're misused, you don't just waste stats, you waste careers. Fans feel it, fantasy players feel it, and Bijan feels it. You can see it in his body language. The patience turning into urgency. The creativity turning into survival. That's not how elite backs thrive. And this is why the 2026 ranking conversation is actually about something bigger than fantasy football. It's about organizational belief. Here's the solution. If Atlanta wants Bijan to be a top 3 fantasy running back in 2026, 3 things must happen. 1. Scheme diversity. Use motion. Use spread sets. Force defenders to hesitate. 2. Pass game leverage. Bijan is lethal on option routes. Stop treating that like a bonus. Make it a foundation. 3. Red zone creativity. Stop asking him to slam into walls. Create angles. Create isolation. If even 2 of those change, Bijan's ceiling explodes. And when that happens, the fantasy rankings flip overnight. But here's the real twist. The real question isn't, is Bijan elite? The question is, will the Falcons finally commit to building around him? Because if they do, analysts will rank him top 3 overall RB, first-round fantasy lock, league-winning upside. If they don't, he stays trapped in the 5-7 range. Same talent, different belief. And that's why watching this video, this exact clip, matters. Because it shows you what the numbers don't. So, where should Bijan Robinson rank among fantasy RBs for 2026? Based on talent alone, top 2, no debate. Based on current usage, that depends on whether Atlanta decides to stop playing scared with elite ability. And that's the tragedy. Because when you watch Bijan run, like in this video, you're watching a player who deserves to be the centerpiece, not the compromise. Now I want to hear from you. Where do you rank Bijan Robinson among fantasy RBs for 2026, and why? Is it talent, is it system, or is it trust? Drop it in the comments. And if you want real NFL commentary, not box score takes, subscribe to 241 The Gate, because we don't guess here, we break it down.
Can't trace it, 2041 The Gate, lock, loaded, no escape. We on the field when the system breaks. I draft bars like plays, no huddle, no delay. Snap count in my chest, I detonate the fray. Helmet off, mind wire, zero lag in my brain. They call timeout, I accelerate the pain. Turf burns on my syllables, cleats tear through the beat. Defense line folded like paper in the heat. Signal jam, no replay, I rewrite the code while y'all stuck.